You bring up a very, very poignant point, which is that in the all-wise providence and discretion of the Lord, he rolled out all revelation of himself from Moses all the way through to Christ. He wrote out his revelation during a period where man had not advanced yet in the arts, in terms of drawing and painting, and also the use of media forms to be able to really articulate how individuals looked. And he also did this over a landscape of history where the idolatry of men focused heavily on animals and fictitious creatures, oftentimes even men and as hybrids of animals. So you bring up a good point, because if you've taken some of the great men of the scriptures throughout Bible history, I can only imagine that if men were able to get accurate depictions of, let's say, Moses and Jesus Christ and John the Baptist and a lot of these great men of the Bible, well, men would be so prone to venerate them that the world would be probably an even much darker place than it would be, because they would have to go back. They would always be tying themselves back to individuals and pictures that they knew. And even now we know the power of art mediums in all different forms and facets, and how detailed they can be. But I can only imagine how things would be if people could worship people that they held so dear that held so dear to them, like Moses, for instance. I mean, it's like the scriptures, God went out of his way to sort of hide the burial place of Moses, almost as if he was contemplating the predisposition of men to want to worship other men, and the wrong men on top of that. So there's a lot of truth to what you're saying, and what you're saying really shows itself to be profound, in the sense that it reveals how God's wisdom really is, and how it's so superior to the collective of humanity. Because men would certainly be prone to worship other men like John the Baptist, Moses, Elijah, Enoch. So I agree with this statement, and it's curious. I'm curious how this worked out.